Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and I hope you've had an opportunity to view the various personas, or in this case, I call them profiles, of the anglers and the way that the fishing industry is targeting you. So I thought I would provide the recap as a final way to summarize this and to ask you what type of a profile you fit. So credit again to Smithwick Associates. They're down in Florida. They ran this survey. They conducted a questionnaire across thousands of anglers, and they tried to put those folks into several categories to show the resellers how to market to them. So they really came up with 7 different profiles. We've talked about each one of them in detail, so let's just summarize those and see how you respond. So let's just recap the 7. There's the traditionalist angler, the occasional angler, the friendly fisherman, the consumptive angler, the social dabbler, the adventurous angler, and the last one that we did was the Zen angler. So they did this survey for the American Sports Fishing Association. That group is up in Virginia, and they're famous for their trade show, ICAST. And ICAST sells to retailers, selling to the public, and they tried to provide these folks with the information that they need to be successful in selling to the folks that are out there fishing. And if you can classify or define a demographic for certain types of interests, then you can target the types of tackle and baits and the like that you're selling, and you can be more successful in your pursuits. So that was the whole idea behind this study. So I gave you the 7. Let's just recap them quickly. The traditionalist, well, the traditionalists we talked kind of defined fishing as a lifestyle. They love all things fishing, and they want to pass fishing along to future generations. So these are your mentors. Traditionally, they're a little bit older, and they are interested in conservation. They're interested in education. They're interested in improving their techniques. They consider themselves more advanced in terms of skills, and they buy a lot. They buy fishing equipment that will help them improve their catch rates and their skills in the fishing world. So that's the traditionalist. The occasional angler we talked about, they're out there every now and then, but they're out there for the challenge. They like fishing and they like to fish, and they love the outdoors. So when they go fishing, it's all about what they can do personally. They buy a lot of tackle, but not as much as the traditionalist. And they'll buy the tackle that will enable them to catch that trophy fish. That's kind of what their motivations are there. The friendly fisherman, on the other hand, is all about connecting with family and friends. They love to spend time outdoors. They love to get away and relax. And if they can do that with their family, they see fishing as a great way to do so. So are you the friendly fisher? The consumptive angler is a little bit different. The consumptive angler is one of them that likes to spend time relaxing outdoors, but they also like to bring home dinner. So if you look at their motivations, it's catching fish for food. It's also passing the tradition of fishing on, as it was passed down to them by their family members. And also they want to be in an outdoor activity that they can connect with, and the love of fishing is about that. The social dabbler, on the other hand, just likes being there for the social aspects of it. They like connecting with family and friends. They see a day out on the water, at the beach, on a boat, as a social activity. And oh, by the way, if fishing is involved, so be it. That's great. They would love to do that too. The friendly fisher and the social dabbler don't spend a lot on tackle. They're the ones probably that are bringing, as we mentioned, bringing the chips and snacks along for the ride. Then we had the adventurous angler. They're heavily advertised too. You see a couple of publications below there. But the adventurous angler is in it for the thrill and the challenge of fishing. So if you're looking at the types of television shows that are being broadcast, if you're looking at the podcasts or the webcasts, or the types of shows that are targeting fishing folks, maybe it's a convention, maybe it's an expo somewhere, this adventurous angler ranks very high in terms of the fishing industry marketing to folks. So you'll see them in pursuit of the trophy bass, if it's inland, Bassmaster, or those classics that you see on the television. They're all about the adventurous angler. If you're watching the travel shows, like the ones from Key West, or you're watching the game fish down in the tropics, sailfish and marlin and things like that, that's also always about that adventurous angler and what that can be brought to in terms of the piece. They enjoy relaxing outside, but they're really motivated by the catch and the thrill and the activity of fishing. And then we reviewed the Zen Angler, and the Zen Angler was the opposite side of that. We talked about the one that I had met that says he likes fishing with a cork with no bait on it, because the catching the fish is almost too much work, right? Well, it was kind of a little tongue-in-cheek, but the adventurous angler just enjoys being outside. They're looking for that chance to relax. They're looking to disengage from the everyday stress. I think we've seen a lot of folks like that during the pandemic. I have certainly noticed that as I'm around the local ponds or close by lakes or the bay shore. There's a lot of folks that have grabbed a rod and a reel that maybe hasn't been used in a while, and they're out there just kind of planting a spike in the sand and letting the bait drift and just kind of enjoying the ripple of the wave and the opportunity to kind of commune with nature there. So from a selling standpoint, we mentioned that the traditionalist is going for the high-end equipment. They spend an awful lot of money, and they spend frequently. They also fish frequently. They are the highest participation rate of any of the groups. And they're the ones Grandpa bringing the grandson out fishing, if you will. The occasional angler spends a lot for what they do, but they don't get out much. That the whole nature of occasional kind of defines them. But when they do go, they're buying the bait. They're the ones that you're going to likely find purchasing from a mass merchant like a Walmart or Sam's or the like, or the local bait shop if they have a friendly local merchant who's kind of selling that. The consumptive angler is locally usually just buying bait for their trip because they want to catch the fish, and they'll also buy items, maybe it's the lures, or perhaps upgrade their tackle if it's going to result in them catching more fish. Friendly fisher and the social dabbler don't buy much of anything, so if you're marketing to them, you probably find them this is the person who's buying the rod and reel combo at an entry level at a mass merchant to be used infrequently, right? The adventurous angler, he's spending all the money on travel. When asked when he couldn't, he or she, what prevented them from going fishing was lack of money. So they're clearly targeting the big piece. And the Zen angler will spend enough to enable them to get out and enjoy their time on the water. So I ask you again, are you the traditionalist, the occasional angler, the friendly fisherman, the consumptive angler, the social dabbler, the adventurous angler, or the Zen angler? Or are you a hybrid of any of those? Whatever it is, whatever your motivation is for being on the water, we will respect that. I hope that you have the opportunity to go fishing a lot in the coming year. I wish you the best of success in doing that. And oh, by the way, if you have a reel that needs to be tuned up in the meantime, I hope my videos are helping you with that as well. So if you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe. Any comments about the series, please leave them in the comments section. Any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to try and answer them for you. And finally, please stay safe during the pandemic, and a special shout out to our first responders, essential personnel, hometown heroes, and everybody that's involved in keeping us safe as we try to work our way through this pandemic. So this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.